So welcome to the December 2024 real estate market update. This update happens once a month, and I'm going to be going over the numbers in Sarasota for real estate from November 2024 to December 2024. We are tracking 5 metrics, and we've been doing this for a couple of years at this point. Let's go over this. By the way, I am right by the Sarasota-Bradenton International Airport. Maybe we'll get a plane flying in, and they're building this new little gazebo area, to look at. But anyway, let's get right into it. The first thing that we're going to be tracking is the total closed sales. Now in November, we had 1,473, but in December, 1,724. This is a whopping 17% increase, one of the biggest increases that we have seen in a very long time. Last month, we also had an increase, but this is unbelievable. Glad to see a lot of homes selling, and I know that we had a little setback with 3 hurricanes, 2 of them being back-to-back. But anyway, let's go on to our second metric, which is the median sales price. This is what everybody wants to know. How much is my home worth? Let me tell you how much your home is worth. Take a look at this chart right here. As you can tell, everything increased in price. That is amazing. I'm so happy to see that not only did we sell a lot more homes, but also the sales prices went through the roof. I mean, Manatee County went up 14.4% for the single family homes. That is amazing. Let's get into it. I'm trying to keep this fast for you. Our third metric that we are tracking is the inventory, which is the months of supply. How many months do we have? If we have under 5.5 months, we are in a seller's market. If we have over 5.5, or really 6 months, we are in a buyer's market. Take a look at this chart. Bam! This is absolute opposite of everything I've been saying so far. Everything got a lot worse. We have a lot more inventory. That's basically what's happening. So if you're going to be listing your house for sale, there's a lot more competition that you have. And if you're going to be buying a house, you have a lot more options. So that's good for the buyers, bad for the sellers, and you have to compete eventually on price, but for some reason, price keeps going up. Now, I bet you both of these metrics cannot keep going in these directions. They are reversely related. When inventory goes up, we have prices going down. When we have prices go down, it's because we have too much inventory. But if you do list your home, you want to know our next metric. Our fourth metric is days on the market. Now, this is how many days from listing it to actually getting a contract, not to the closing date, okay? You can add another 30, 45 days to the closing, for the closing date to these numbers. Let's look at the chart. Take a look here. We unfortunately have longer days on the market. Now, this would happen with more inventory. So it's kind of correlated to our last statistic that we just talked about. But fortunately, Sarasota single family homes, different story. They actually decreased. And I think it's because we had a lot of people lose their homes and that were on the Keys that got flooded. And we had 2 hurricanes, in September and October. And I think a lot of those sales ended up happening in December. So it also happened in November. So I think that's why the prices went up. I think that's why the days on the market went down. And finally, our last metric is the following. It is the total active listings at the end of the month. Now listen, this is just a general metric. It's my least favorite of them all. And overall, here's what's happening. In November, we had 8,905 listings on the market. What about 1 month later in December? 9,392. That means we have 5.5% more homes right now on the market at the end of December compared to the end of November. I think that overall, this is a really good market stat for December. I'm going to do a separate video going over the entire year over year for 2023 to 2024. Stay tuned, sign up if you want to do this, follow this page. I appreciate you watching. If you have any questions, give me a call. My name is Maciek Zaremba, 941-400-7084.